I'm going camping.
Absolute favorites going.
Absolutely mind-blowing view. What is going on, people? It's Big B with Big Man Outdoor Adventures. And for the first time since I was 10 years old, I'm going camping, except this time, it's just me. All on my lonesome. But that's okay. What adventuresome place did I go to? The Golan Heights. Fortunately, as far as I know, nobody's fighting on the other side of the border. Nobody is shooting towards me. I'm not shooting towards anybody. So, we're going to have a wonderful, pleasant outdoor experience. And let's see how I do. So, like I said before, we are on the Golan Heights. It is absolutely stunning out here. Right now, as I stand, it's probably, I don't know, I would say a ways away from the border with Syria. But it's a very different environment from most of, certainly Israel. That's where I live. There's a lot of really funky willows. It's a lot colder. Like, everybody else gets to go on their fancy camping video, and they get snow. I'll never get that here. That's a definite real possibility. Stick around. Now, very important. It's been pretty darn wet, so we are going to have to split this bad boy and carve it on the inside. Now, as you can tell, I kind of suck at this, but you know what? That's okay. Okay, so as you can see, we've finally successfully split wood. It's taken a little bit, but you know what? That's okay. Again, new. Now, we started feathering a little bit. All right, we're going to make that into tinder, and we're going to let the inside, which is much drier, heat up towards the outside, which is a little wetter. All right, it's all part of the game. Okay, folks, let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can actually start this without a lighter. Now, silly me, folks, I forgot about tinder bundles. Duh. Maybe I don't have to cheat after all. Let's see if it works. All right, folks, we got one of my absolute favorites going here. We got some merguez sausage cooking, and I absolutely love merguez. If you don't know what that is, it's it comes from Morocco. It's usually ground up lamb with some spices. It is absolutely fantastic. Everybody should try it. And of course, we got to get the obligatory chicken soup mix because, well, it's cold. And now for the absolute best part, where I get to eat with my hands. And a knife. This is great. This is absolutely fantastic. I could not be more thrilled. That's so good. And it's all authentically done. That's fantastic. Well, the fire is dying down. And it's really not that late because it's the winter, but I am tired. But you know what? Let me take a minute to just share how I even got here and why I'm doing this. Once upon a time, I did videos for my job in complex financial dispute transactions. And let me tell you something. Those were not so fun. Nothing was fun about making videos about all sorts of scams and everything to do with just greed. And I wanted to make a change. That company was shut down. And I decided, you know what? I'm going outside. I'm doing something different. It was time. It was just time to do something wholly different and to see the real world and not a world that exists on a blockchain, not a world that exists within banks and computers, but to see the world as it really is. And that's why I'm doing this. And with the sounds of jackals everywhere, and I mean there are a buttload of jackals. I've never heard so many jackals before in my life. If you don't know what a jackal is, it's basically the equivalent of a coyote in Europe, Africa, Asia. They're not so big. They're not really a threat to people. There are some wolves around here. Again, not a threat to people. But boy, are they out in just massive numbers out here. Just tons of them, man. Non-stop howling. And it's kind of cool. It really, like, for me, it brings me back down to earth. Anyway, that's my overshare. So, from the jackals and myself, it's going to be lights out pretty soon. And we'll see you in the morning. Oh, good morning. Buenos dias. It's cold, not gonna lie. But I think I slept okay. Now I need some coffee. Like, ASAP. See ya. Protein bars, folks. The breakfast of champions. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, it is absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, we have what I believe are willows. And there are a lot of piles of rocks in the Golan. Stepped over from a lot of history. And, of course, it's a lot colder here than it is in the rest of the country. It's not Alaska, okay? It's not Montana. Alright, it's not like Wyoming or like Canada or something. But relative to, you know, most of the Middle East, it's cold. So let's get a little panoramic here. This is a view from all the way at the top, where you can more or less see all the way going south the really good ways. Probably down to, I don't know, at least the lower Galilee, maybe the Sea of Galilee, further west into Lebanon. And if we pivot this way, and you look way off into the distance, you will get into Syria. But it is gorgeous over here. Absolutely tremendous. Well, we are all packed up. Took a little bit of time, and I'm not going to lie, I may have lied back down. But we're ready to rock and roll. Now, let's go do a little bit of exploring in the heart of the Golan. All right. I hope you guys can see what I'm seeing. That's where we're going. So, I'm super stoked right now. I just pulled in to the parking lot at the place where you're allowed to go to a Mount Hermon, because there's a lot of places that you aren't. And I'm really excited to explore. And if you notice, well, it's kind of cold. Got a little bit of frost in the background. And a few vehicles with some snow on them. Did not think you were going to see that, did you? Let's rock and roll, baby. What is going on? So, I was hoping that I would be allowed to hike up, because I know at some places, and sometimes you can from around here, but they said not today, it's too dangerous. Apparently it's slippery, so of course they got to make their money and you have to take the little gondola thing. But that's okay too. Got plenty of other places that I can stop to get a little jaunt in, to get a little hike in on the way back. And I'm still going to get all the incredible views. So, let's make our way up there. Welcome to the top. Welcome to certainly the highest point in this part of the world, I think. And check this out. It is freaking amazing. You ever seen such a thing? Okay, maybe some of you have. But still, it's still absolutely breathtaking. Love it. Could not be happier, could not be in a better place in the world. And hands down, it's probably been about 10 years since I've been here. The last time I was here, my wife and I had just gotten married, and there wasn't a fancy gondola. There was a regular ski chair, ski lift, which she didn't like, and I thought, okay, game day status, let's go. But for real, This is what it's all about. All right, absolutely gorgeous. Let me just lift you guys up a little bit. Catch all of this. Crazy views. Now, it should be noted that this place isn't just about beautiful views and nature, but as you look around, you're going to see a lot of little installations. All of them are military, and it comes as no surprise because directly west we have Lebanon, south Israel, and to the east Syria. They all converge over here, and I don't really do the whole politics thing. Leave that for somebody else, but I have turned on the news before, and I know that the convergence point of those countries and all the insanity that goes along with it makes it ridiculously important and ridiculously strategic. So, enjoy the view, but know that you are not alone. It's absolutely gorgeous and stunning. All right, so I wanted to get up just a little bit higher and get just a little bit more of this absolutely mind-blowing view. I know whenever people are watching, it's always, you're at work or whatever, you're hanging around. You're not out here, and it's a chance to take yourself out here for a minute and just catch the mind-blowing scenery. Check it out, enjoy, and take it all in. Honestly, it feels weird to step in the snow. I don't think I have stepped in the snow for a really long time, but it feels really good. In fact, I think the last time I stepped in the snow, I was probably visiting my in-laws in Toronto in like April. All right. But still, absolutely incredible feeling to feel it again. That was absolutely incredible. Absolutely amazing. One of the most beautiful things that I've ever seen. Stunning. But now my nose is freezing, and we got more places to go. So, let's rock and roll, baby. Hit the road hard. And so, as promised, we're going to take a little hike. And we got a nice forest trail. A little on the muddy side, but that's okay. Not a big deal. So let's go for a quick jaunt. So we're kind of going to work our way through the hillside in what's called the Big Joba. And we're just going to head down through the orchard. We're not doing anything too extreme. But still, you got to get out there and you got to kind of just enjoy it a little bit. Well, here we are. It's time to head back. But it's been a great day, a great camping trip, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Please, I'm just going to raise it a little bit. Hopefully you get a little more of a view. All right, we've got a nice orchard. Hopefully we got no bulls coming through here that are going to graze. I don't feel like getting spiked in the butt before I head out. So, please, if you liked it, go ahead, click like, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. And you know what? Do it because you like it. We'll see you next time.